If Carmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died. But if Carmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, these same people that are calling Carmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense because he was white. The only reason Carmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking, bigoted country, and Carmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that fucking broken.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone who taught us this truth. I'm the servant Milchamah-ba, coming back at you with another video. And I think this guy called it says Texas Pete, Texas something. I did a video one other time about him speaking on some issues, but it's showing you that this guy looked like a so-called white dude, Edomite or whatever, but you do have Israelites that look like the nations that they were scattered to, that we were scattered to, okay? So you're going to have Israelites that look like this guy, Now just going off the energy, I'm assuming that he's an Edomite. And looking at his pendant there with the skull and bones on it. But the scripture talk about how they're going to make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. And that's what they're doing. You see it just daily, man. Okay? Multiple times. Okay? You see it daily, man. All right? So let's look that up. Let's go to the book of Psalms. I believe it is Psalm 64. Okay, so, and that's what's happening, man. You got Edomites, they are definitely having all manner of, it's like the spirit is on them to, to say things, okay? Let's go to Psalm 64, verse 7. It says, "But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away." All of Esau's, what's the word I'm looking for? All of Esau's counterparts are starting to go the opposite way of him. Things that Esau has always done, he always had the nations to back him up. But, his allies are moving away from him. They're starting to get away from him. Because he having that look on him, man. He's more stout than this fellow, like the scripture said. Okay? And everybody know that this case here, I don't know, man. It's just super rigged up, man. And last that I found out, the last information that I got, I believe he had, they charged this guy, Carmelo Anthony, 35 years. And I'm thinking, I'm like, when I first heard of this case, it was like last year. But now it came back around, because I think he may have been out on bond. So it's back, and it came back around because it was, time for him to get sentenced or go to court, which, I already knew he was gonna be sentenced. You know, they already said that part of Texas is super, racist, right? But you know our people how we do. We try to get out of the ghetto and get into the prestige part of the, of so-called white America. When you really don't even just think you really don't even want to be around there. I mean, that's my mindset. I wouldn't even want to live, even though it may be a nice neighborhood or whatever. But it wouldn't have been nice living around devils, man. Okay, definitely wouldn't have been. You kind of want to move in an area where it's you know sort of 50-50, where you know you don't have Edomites all in your business and shit. Looking all over your fence, seeing what's going on, and you know, uh, really you don't even want to be around them at all, 50-50 or nothing. I mean, if you're gonna move somewhere, move to where you got some space, man, and keep yourself secluded where, I mean, if possible, where nobody can actually see who's going in and out of the house or whatever, because these devils, that's what they do. They can't sleep unless they cause mischief, man. This is just how they are. Okay? So with this guy here, uh, he understands, he knows, okay, he knows how America is, and America's definitely on this last leg, man. So let's go to Matthew 24. You know, and how can you blame him? How can you blame uh just time? This is just the time that we're in. We're in the end times. You're gonna have, like the Lord said, when He returns. He says it's gonna be kindled already, meaning that it's gonna be chaos happening. Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Okay? So, and this is what you have, man. This is the beginning of sorrows, man. This is actually, and I believe, through the Spirit that, I'm not saying it's just going to be this, but it's going to be a lot of things that's going to make America get to a point where it's going to go, what they call ape shit, you know. It's going to get rowdy, man, and that's going to help bring on the end, okay, because I'm not saying that this particular trial, this incident is going to make Jake rouse up, but it's going to be one of many things, okay? Let's go to Genesis. Is it Genesis 47 or is it 49? I think it's 49. Yeah, it's 49. Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 49. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Let's get it. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8 and 9. Genesis chapter 49, verse 8 and 9. It says, "Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee." And that's the southern kingdom, who Judah is. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The Lord is going to rouse him up. Okay? And you're going to have many instances like this. I don't know if this is going to be the instance that, this situation that, how I said, the straw that broke the camel's back, And last thing that I had heard again about this case was the guy Carmelo Anthony went to. They sent him to, I guess, the state prison, where the warden is the guy who got killed, his cousin, running the prison. You know, how ironic is that, right? Now, and what I meant to say before I kind of segued off, I don't hear anything from these superstars. You know, with a name like Carmelo Anthony, you would think the basketball player would have said something. You know? I mean, the guy with the exact same name as you didn't say 2 words. I hadn't said 2 words. You don't want to get, let's just show you, man, that these people that you call your superstar basketball sports players and actors and all these people, man, they ain't, they on the side of Esau because, they got the bag. The bag is, has stipulations on it, you know. It has stipulations that, certain things they can and can't say and can't do. But I remember one time Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player, he was online and going into how, he knew he was an Israelite and somebody was online talking to him. He was like, well, let's go into it. Let's get into that. Okay, so let's see if I got that, Salaki. Let's see if I got that, that video where Carmelo Anthony is going. Maybe I don't have it, but I thought I had it. Let's see.
Score receipts on the Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony trial aftermath. Jeff Metcalf got on TikTok Live and showed you his completely racist side. For him to sit there and say this wasn't about race, and this video I'm about to show you gives you an idea into how these...
Salaka, that's not it. This is something else.
All right.
No, that ain't it either. Yeah, everybody hating the small hats, huh? Earthquakes in diverse places,
Y'all, this story that I'm about to share.
I probably don't have it, but
the white man should have never ended.
Yeah, I don't have it, but he was this guy. He was he's the warden over at the prison that the guy's going to. You can look that up, but just trying to tap in and blow the trumpet on what's going on, the latest news. I don't know, man. So a lot of times, a lot of this stuff just be seeming like it's just so rigged up that you're like, damn, is it true? What's going on? But I mean, it could be all true, but maybe it just seemed like that to me because the Lord has revealed a lot of stuff to us, and we know, but it's like a darkly glass. We know, but we don't know how it's gonna play out. We know things are gonna happen, but we don't know exactly how this movie is gonna play out. Well, we know the end down to the end of it, but we don't know the different accusations, how it's gonna, spot on. Like, yeah, this particular situation is gonna bring on this. But, it's not gonna, we don't know it like that. We know that it's gonna happen, and certain things that we see is, make it so obvious that, it's gonna happen a certain way. But we don't know it down to the T what it actually think is gonna happen. The only thing we know is we are in the end times, and we know these things are gonna happen. But the end is not yet, like the scriptures say, But we know that when the MOTB is mandated, hey, like the apostles say, man, we got months before we get out of here, man. But I'm going to end it there and give all praise and honor to you. How about Shimmy Shai? Till the next time, Shalom.